stylus, a DIY stylus that can work on any, well, what you can call it, an iPad, iPhone, anything that is touchscreen. So let's get started, but before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's get started. So the materials you will need are scissors, any type of scissors, sharp ones work best, tape, sticky tape, I would prefer clear tape, but I didn't have any clear tape, so I'm using this, a pen, any type of ballpoint or pen, and a snack or candy wrapper that has silver colored lining on the inside or some foil. Now let's start making our stylus. Alright, so the first step we're going to need to do is to empty out our pen. So just remove the cap and take out the bottom and remove the inside. So it should just be an empty pen like this. Now you can push your stuff aside for now. You're going to need it later. Okay, so now moving on to the next step. Just get some tape ready. About two pieces of tape would be best to stick on. Let me find the. So about 2 pieces of tape. Thin tape would work best. It's 1 strip. Or actually, so I would just take out 1 long strip. About this long, size of your pinky or your ring finger, and cut that in half. Sorry for the background noise, but just stick it aside for now at the edge of your table or your workspace. Now, moving on to the foil. So you're going to take your foil or your candy wrapper, and the inside, cut out a rectangle. Doesn't have to be perfect right now. So I'm just going to make it a little more straight. And make sure to cut off this part, anything that has lines on it, because then it's going to be harder for it to stick on. So cut that off. It should look something like this. And just make sure to measure it to see how it's going to, if it'll fit. Put that also aside and leave your trash aside. Now, I actually forgot to mention this in the materials you'll need, so you can quickly grab this. Just get a Q-tip. It can be anything. It can be a kind of plastic, well, I don't know what's called, wooden, but or a plastic one. I suggest plastic ones, that would be much easier to cut. So get her ready. Now you're going to take your scissors and cut about half, a little less than half, the Q-tip. It might be hard, I cut like that, but oops, that fell. Alright, so mine is looking like this. It's not the best, but you can always trim it. There we go. Now put this aside, we're going to use it later. Now take the one you just trimmed and cut. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And you're going to take it and insert it to the top of your pen. So if it's not fitting at first, you can take it out and adjust the things on the side because it might interfere with going in. So just make sure it's smooth. Okay, so grab your pen and put it back inside. Now the fuzz should be the only thing sticking out. Now let's move on to the next step. All right, for the next step, you're going to take your pencil, make sure it's sticking out, and your pen, I meant. Sorry for the background noise again. You're going to wrap the foil around, or your silver lining around. This might be tricky at first, but make sure to twist it around. Make sure it's, actually, you don't forget to make sure it touches the Q-tip, so I'm going to take one of my pieces of tape that I cut earlier, attach it on to secure. Now, and for the bottom, I'm going to do the same. I'm gonna do the same thing. There, it should look something like this. Now for the last part, well, we have a few more steps before we can test it out. Now, if you want kind of like extra Q-tips so you can fill this on later, take another Q-tip and it should fit into the back right here and slide it out. Now, you can also pop out. Well, actually, I will just cut the next one and your second one in half for extra, so next time you have extra lead with you, well, not lead, Q-tip, if you ever, so you can just put it in the back like this. You can just cap the little pack right over here. Alright, so for the last and final step, take your stylus and dip it into water. I use a little bottle cap and filled it with water. Make sure to not remove any of it, just smooth it down. And don't dry it afterwards, just leave it in water. And just soak it in lots of water at first so you won't have to keep on using it again and again. So there we go. I'm gonna shape mine. Now it's time to test it out. Now we are going to test it out, so grab any type of device that's touchscreen. Just focus. And your stylus. So it's hard to see, but you can see the stroke. I'm gonna zoom in. See? Now you can draw with it. It's really hard to see like this, but yeah, basically can draw anything. Now to make sure when it gets dry, you're going to want to keep on making it wet, or you can actually, you can fill, if this doesn't have a hole, you can fill this with water. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to fill this little cap with water and I'll show you how to keep it moist. Now, once you've filled your tip with your cap with a little bit of water, it's hard to see, but you can just put your cap, or your pen on. If you can see, it's in water, submerged in water. And you can easily pull it out. Whoops, it's spilled, but make sure to be careful. I'm gonna fix this up. All right, so as you can see, it was submerged in water. Now you can take your little cap or your pen and push it under. It won't leak like this. If you can see, it's in water. Should keep it like this, so it's mainly just keeping the tip moist. So thank you for watching how to make my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Well, actually, you can comment on my community page since I don't really have comments on. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.